In this video, I'm going to be building the best possible budget team right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam. Most of these cards on this squad will be under 10,000 MT. There might be a couple cards that are like 12 to 15k, but this is just going to be the best possible budget team currently right now in Myteam. So if you guys are looking to build a really solid budget squad, this is going to be the team that I would go after and build for your squad. So at the starting point guard position, I think it's really between a couple different names, and I'll talk about more of those guys at the backup point guard spot. But for the starting point guard position, I think you gotta go with the Pink Diamond Joe Ingles. You know, cards like Hito Turkoglu, Ousmane Dieng are a little bit too expensive for the budget tier, in my opinion. Ingles is around 10 to 12,000 MT, maybe 15k at most, and I do think he's a very elite point guard, being 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan, really solid defensive stats with a 92 interior defense, 95 perimeter, 95 lateral quickness, 95 steal, and an 84 block. He's got Hall of Fame anchor, clamps, interceptor. He's got Hall of Fame clamp breaker, quick first step. He's got Hall of Fame H&3, catch and shoot, claymore, corner specialist, limitless range. He's got a great jump shot on very quick timing, and then he also does have some very solid just dribble sigs in my team, and he's got the normal leaner. I mean, just all around a super well-rounded point guard with a great jump shot, 6'8" at the one. I mean, for the budget tier, you can't really get much better than Joe Ingles at the point guard position. For the starting two, once again, I think this card is really the only great budget shooting guard in the game currently, and that is going to be the Galaxy Opal Antoine Jameson, because it goes from cards like Vince Carter, Ricky Davis, you know, these type of shooting guards. It really drops after that to like Antoine Jameson is like the next best option, and then after that it goes to like some super cheap budget options that we'll talk about here in a second more for that backup shooting guard spot. But for the starting shooting guard position, Antoine Jameson is around 12 to 15k. I would say probably closer to 15,000 MT, but he's definitely going to be worth it on this budget team, being 6'8" at the 2 with a 7'4" wingspan. Amazing all-around card. Like, he's got great defensive stats, pretty much 90 in every single category, tons of good Hall of Fame shooting badges. You take a look at his animations, he's got the Kyle Korver base, Carmelo Anthony upper on very quick timing. The one flaw about this card really just comes down to his size up, because he's got a great jump shot, great escape, great dribble style, very solid dunk packages, amazing stats and badges, even has like okay tendencies for the driving dunk. But the main flaw about this card, like really the only flaw, is the fact that he has the pro size up, so his movement is going to be a little bit worse because of that. Like, if you had the Kyle Lowry size up or the Garland size up or the Steve Francis size up, it would just make this card be able to move at a way higher level. But still, I think Antoine Jameson is clearly the best budget shooting guard right now in the game. At the starting small forward position, I think it's going to be another really good offensive card, and that is the Galaxy Opal Kyle Kuzma. I mean, yes, he's maybe not his hero version, like he's a little bit worse, you know, the elemental one, but for his price tag only being like 15k, maybe 20,000 MT at most, he's going to be one of the more expensive budget cards on this squad, but still a very elite small forward, 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. Just offensively is one of the best 3-and-D cards in the game, but especially one of the best offensive small forwards just in my team in general. He's got such a good jump shot on very quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs with the Kyle Lowry size up and the Trae Young escape. I feel like that combos up really perfectly together. Really easy to create space with his dribble sigs, and the jump shot is just so money and super easy to green. So for me personally, I think Kyle Kuzma going to be our starting small forward. Now for the power forward position, this is where things do get a tiny bit tricky. There's not really too many great budget options at the power forward and center positions. There is a lot more in the game than there used to be, but I feel like Dino at the starting 4 is going to be super nice next to our center. Like, I think the 4 and 5 combo works really well together. We got Dino at the 4. He's 6'11" with an 8-foot wingspan. Basically, he's going to play really good defense in game because of that wingspan. He's got a 90 block, 90 interior defense, 85 steal, 84 perimeter. He's got very solid badges all around. I mean, yes, only 10 on Hall of Fame, a little bit low compared to Galaxy Opals, but still just a very solid card. He's got a great jump shot, really good dribble sigs. I mean, the card's just super well rounded for only about 10,000 MT on the auction house. And then to round off the best budget starting lineup in the game is going to be Pink Diamond Mo Bamba, easily, without a doubt, the best budget center currently in the game. I mean, Dino's probably a close second. There's some other guys we'll talk about here in a second, but Mo Bamba, clearly the best budget option at the 5. He's 7 foot with a 7'10" wingspan. He's going to be a monster on the defensive end with a 95 block, 93 interior defense, 88 steal, 88 perimeter. He plays really good defense, you know, with his badges, Hall of Fame anchor, brick wall, chase on artist, pogo stick, post lockdown, rebound chaser. He can finish at the rim, you know, catch lobs with Hall of Fame rise up. up. Like, he can catch lobs, also does have Hall of Fame rise up. He's pretty athletic. I mean, his hero version, you know, definitely has more speed with 92 speed, 92 acceleration, but this version's still pretty quick, and he does have a very solid jump shot. Maybe not my favorite release in the game, but in the catch and shoot, it's very easy to agree with. So Mo Bamba 100% going to be our starting center for around 10 to 12,000 MT. I think this is easily the best budget starting lineup in the game right now. I mean, you got great offense with Kyle Kuzma, Joe Ingles. You got amazing defense with like Antoine Jameson and Mo Bamba, and then just a very solid all-around budget card in Pink Diamond Dino. Now, talking about the backup point guard, once again, a ton of different names you can go with. Iguodala's up there. Cards like Usman Dieng and Hito Turkoglu, I think, are just a tad bit too expensive to be included in this squad. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to go with those guys because they're just a little bit too expensive for a budget team, in my opinion. So Elgin Baylor, Luke Walton, Rudy Fernandez, Matisse Thybulle, Iguodala. I could be missing a name or two in there, but those are other great options as well. I decided on Elgin Baylor because this card, to my surprise, is actually an absolute beast on the offensive end. He's only 6'5", so you might think he's a little bit undersized, but he's got great defensive stats and badges, but mainly his jump shot is just so money, man. The PJ Tucker base with the Steph Curry upper is so easy to green on very quick timing. He's got great dribble six. He's got the Trae Young leaner. I mean, the card's got quick drops off one, front clutches, the two best dunk packages in my team, and the card only goes for about 8,000 MT, maybe 10k at most, which is extremely good value for your backup point guard spot. Now, for the backup shooting guard position, you can really just go between like a bunch of different solid budget shooting guards. Reggie Lewis, Kelly Oubre Jr., you know, maybe I'm missing a couple names, even Herb Jones, Al Horford. They're solid options as well. There's not too many like Jalen Williams. There's just really not too many great budget shooting guards in the game, like below 20k. It's like Antoine Jameson. And then the next best, in my opinion, is Pink Diamond Reggie Lewis. He's a small forward shooting guard, 6'7", with a 6'8" wingspan. On paper, looks to actually be a very solid card. Like, he's got great stats. He's got great badges. His SIGs are really good with the Trae Young escape and the Trae Young size up. But the main flaw with this card, because he's got a great upper, so you would think he has a great jump shot, but the main flaw is the Lonnie Walker, the fourth base. It's just not really that great, at least with the Kyle Kuzma upper, and it does make this jump shot a tad bit slower and a little bit more baited in game. But only 5,000 MT for this card is going to be very nice off the bench, you know, to pair alongside Elgin Baylor, who we know is going to be a great offensive point guard. For the backup small forward position, has to be my man Poku. He's going to bring that size and just the overall play. I think he's going to be a super well-rounded small forward to have off our bench. He's only about 10,000 MT, and he's a 7-foot small forward with a 7'3" wingspan and pretty much 90 in every single category, like 94 block, 90 interior defense, 90 perimeter, 90 steal, 90 ball handle, 90 speed with ball, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 90 vertical, 93 ball, 90 mid-range. Like, he's just got 90 in every single category, which is extremely good for a 7-foot small forward card who also does have a great player model in game. He's got really good Hall of Fame playmaking badges like quick first step, killer combos, hyperdrive, handles for days, clamp breaker. He's even got Hall of Fame clamps, catch and shoot, claymore, corner specialist. Jump shot, maybe not my favorite release in the game, a little bit slow at sometimes, but still great dribble six, amazing all-around card, and I think Poku is easily going to be our backup 3. For the backup power forward position, once again, really not too many options, so I did have to settle going with the Galaxy Bull DeMarcus Cousins. I think he's around 15k. He might be a little bit more nowadays, but not a bad power forward. Like, he's 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan, going to be very solid on the offensive side of things. Maybe not the greatest defensive power forward in the world, but I think Poku being 7 foot is going to really make up for Boogie's lack of size and maybe just, you know, defense in game. But offensively, got a great jump shot, good dribble six, great dunk packages. I mean, for 15k, he's probably your best option at that power forward position behind the Pink Diamond Dino. And then to round off the best budget team currently in my team, I think you got to go with the Pink Diamond Diop. Even though he's not like my favorite center in the game, I just think him and Boogie and Poku is going to bring enough size, because right now in the game, height is pretty much all that matters, or at least matters a ton. So having those height guys at the backup 3, 4, and 5 is going to be super crucial with Diop, Boogie, and Poku bringing that size, that defense, and just overall should be really helpful off the bench next to Elgin Baylor and Reggie Lewis. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my best possible budget team? But in my eyes, if you guys are looking to build a really good budget team, this is a squad that I think can still compete online and definitely can have a lot of success with, and really isn't going to be that expensive to afford. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.